streaming. Right, I think... Well, right, I've got green things. Hello, welcome to CK3. Ben may have no idea what I'm doing, but neither do I. So, I started off as effectively a duke in Ireland, and then, owing to some confusion at the end of the most recent crusade, I've ended up as king of Syria, which is not actually what I intended to be. I intended to end up with a friendly person in Syria and for me to continue ruling Ireland, my player character to continue ruling Ireland. This did not happen for reasons that I don't quite understand, and I haven't managed to find the log to try and work out what the hell happened. And yes, so here am I'm king of Syria, squished in between the Fatimids and the Byzantine Empire and a bunch of smaller sultanates. None of this makes any sense. It's got no head. So I've got low county control in Damascus, but I can't do anything about that until my marshal has stopped trying to control Samiran, which needs controlling first. I've got a problem with things possibly being inherited out of the realm, but there's not a lot I can do about that right now. Yes, so powerful vassals expect council's position. So this is a bit of a problem at the moment, in that basically now your councillors get a very heavy penalty, or your important vassals get a very heavy penalty for not being on your council. So they don't like you if you haven't put them on the council. This is a pity because, of course, your top vassals may in fact be absolutely useless stoats that you don't want anywhere near your council in a million years, because bad things happen if you have, incompetent stoats on your council. So yeah, and you basically, it's very hard to pick your archbishop now unless you're of the right kind of faith or splinter, what's name. So your archbishop is pretty much whatever papal job lot happens to turn up. If you're lucky, they're competent. If you're not lucky, then they're not competent and you're a bit stuffed. The one really useful thing, though, that they can do now is that now they're the ones that can fabricate claim on a county. And that seems to be much more reliable than getting your chancellor to do it used to be. So that's kind of useful, but also kind of makes no sense. And they have a slightly different set of things that you can do. But yeah, so basically you've got this big tension between people who want to be on your council and people who should be on your council, which I haven't quite worked out how to navigate yet. There are other positions you can put them into. There are sort of a whole range of usual things to do. Right, do I have any sensible wars that do not involve trying to take on an entire holy war? To which the answer is I don't have very many wars that aren't terrifying holy wars, where I assume that everyone and their wife can join in. Okay, their military strength is inferior, but sufficiently close that I want to build up my strength a bit more. I have the small problem. I need to save a bit of money because I'm profligate, so whatever I spend I actually spend even more than that. And running a royal court is expensive. It's my laptop.
Okay.
It's no, I don't want a whole court. What I want to do is turn my court grandeur down to something I can afford.
The limit of what your whole laptop can achieve.
Particularly in this view, it is very sluggish. I think, next time I replace my laptop, I will try and get something which has slightly better graphics. So, leisurely thing. Right. I strike a bargain. I get a slightly thing. I lose less. Let's go for high gain. Right, well, there we go. I'm stoked. Right, let's see if we can build our person. Right, so... right, I gained some stewardship lifestyle experience, which means I can unlock a new lifestyle perk. As you do. So, I can get plus 10 direct vassal opinion, extra monthly tyranny, which I still haven't quite worked out how tyranny works, but you want some tyranny, it seems to be good. Can't afford to build anything, so that's not really happening, and also I can't remember how to do it anyway. Ooh. Now, I think under the circumstances I'm going to go for likeable and try and improve that. And then I'll probably go for defensive measures. Right. Let's close that. I can hire a court physician. I'm not going to hire a court physician because there are problems with court physicians. Right, let's equip the sanctified stained glass whatnot, which gets me some dread, but it's not so good for other things.
Is dread a good thing to have then?
I think a certain amount of dread seems to be a good thing to have, but I haven't quite worked it out yet. And it's not something... Right, there we are. So...
Aubrey has formed the Sicilio-Norman
hybrid culture.
Norman and Sicilian culture.
Oh, yes, can I? Where's culture? Right, I can't diverge because I'm in...
You're not really.
Yeah, I'm not really in the right... Actually, Ireland itself now doesn't have a fully Irish culture. It's got or at least the king doesn't have an Irish culture. The king has an Hiberno-Galician culture or something as a result of my previous decisions with my previous player character that I totally meant to have.
Can I show you this horrible page? On this page here, there's a rickety icon there,
Yes.
which moves slightly to the right of the text, and therefore the whole text goes up
Bobs
and down
up and
with it.
down like it's on a boat. So yes. So there's. So so you've got dread as well as the more usual things that we track, and dread only seems to show up here because it's a personal thing. But up here as well, we've got renown, and somewhere there's the renown, or there's the level of your dynasty and your culture and stuff. You can tell I've really not got the hang of this yet. I've got the usual sort of traits here, but we've now also got prowess, which I have not quite got the hang of how prowess modifies anything.
Isn't that equivalent to personal combat?
It's certainly related to what
used obviously different, but
related to what used to be your personal wombat score, but states. Yes, you've now got a bunch of congenital things that you can pass down to your children, with the obvious usual problems that you can end up with there if you keep inbreeding them. Obviously, I've got I became a crusader because
out your Christian kingdom.
yes, in the middle between the Byzantine Empire and the Fatimids. So I've got that. Unfortunately, I'm profligate, which is causing me some things, some issues. I'm a fortune builder, which at least gives me some more stewardship to play with, to try and offset my other problems. Yes. I'm stubborn, which is a bit of a problem. I'm brave, which is mostly good, apart from that I might die in battle. But frankly, I mean, why am I here? Right. In fact, I should probably try and die in battle, because currently I want to go back to being my heir. Right. Okay. How can I die most efficiently? Probably by going to war. Unfortunately, going to war costs money.
Well, that's fine. Someone's created a faction against you.
Oh, good. Right, let's go and check in the faction. Unfortunately, it's people from the county of Homs. Right. Oh, right, well, I can put them on the list of counties to go and subdue as soon as... sorry. My marshal has finished subduing the previous county. Oh yes, you've also got your personal stress level, and you get more stressed if you take decisions that are against your character, and less stressed if you do things that are with your character. And you can hold court every 5 years, which can hopefully do good things and sometimes do bad things. I can hire a court physician, but lol, no. Right, what's the thing? Okay, yes. Right, yes, I know it's got low durability, I don't care about that. Which one of you has the... You've got a new thingy around you. Oh yes, and this game has a sort of concept of being out of diplomatic reach. So I can't, for instance, plot to kill my half-brother and hope to inherit his kingdom. So, yes. Right. Okay. I don't want my wife to be pregnant, never mind.
No, you have to be pleased with this. Part of being Catholic.
Okay, I will vassalise Duchess Hedwig. Where the hell is she?
Presumably nearby.
Yeah, but where?
What? What? Syria is not where I expected Syria to be.
Syria's over here.
Okay, it's now also in Transylvania.
Yeah, because I just vassalised her.
Okay, right, that's quite a large increase to the size of your realm.
It's quite a large increase to the size of my realm.
I'm slightly surprised she was considered neighbouring, since she's on the opposite side of the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah, but there's a border there, and there's a border there.
Yes,
So
there
we're
is only the Byzantine Empire
we're only one polity away. It's just quite a big polity. Right. Ooh, now more neighbours can be vassalised. Right, go on, let's do this. This is hilarious.
This, of course, feels like you're now going to end up with, like, they're then going to expect protection, which you may be unable to provide.
My official position on this is like, whatever.
Come on,
I'll go on.
Slavonia. Only barely interested.
No, you know, he still quite likes me.
Well, maybe you have any spare seats on your council?
No.
Right, okay, so everyone wants seats on the council, but the council's actually full.
Yes, this is one of the bigger problems in that you will get lots of people who are pissed off. You can give them these kind of posts, but they cost money, and you need to be careful about who you appoint to what ones.
Yes.
Because right, well, having been vassalised, you've now created the independence faction. Well, okay.
Oh, maybe his hope is that he can come in, nick some of your other vassals and run away with them.
Right, are you any good at anything? Ooh, gosh, you're very martial. Are you any good at anything? Maybe. Right, well...
The current marshal is also pretty good, to be fair.
So, he's no good at anything. So, however, we can probably start a sway scheme to improve his opinion of me. Right, okay. Create some titles. I can't create titles as I do not have nearly enough money for that. Who are you? Let's not try and imprison her at the moment.
I'm sure that's not the plural of casus belli.
Casus is below days. What does it
Probably Cassie Belli.
It says
Belli.
casus belli's.
say?
Yes. So. He's pretty similar. Let's try someone a bit more wet. I suspect the King of Croatia is okay, not very wet, but let's just check it out. Maybe not hers. She's a bit scary. I'm not going to get. If I get something, it won't be
Oh yes,
Hungary.
you don't want him to get the Kingdom of Hungary.
Right, so he could get duchy, which wouldn't be too bad because he'd be then quite happy that I'd pressed his claim. You're just a county. Not just counties. Yeah.
Duchy's Hedwig have a duchy, doesn't they?
Yes, but she's a bit scary.
All right, you want to avoid strengthening her too much.
I want to avoid strengthening her too much because she did try and start, a faction against me. Right. Let's turn down time.
Simon points out the plural depends on whether it's one or more wars.
Well, we've got more wars. Belli is already a plural. Bellum, bellum, belli, belli, bello, bello, belli, bellodis, bellissimis.
The bibbling and billowing.
Right, I'm not going to call in vassals just yet.
So yes, you had quite. So is your whatever the equivalent of low crown authority is, which means that you don't your vassals don't naturally join your wars.
Indeed.
Or rather, don't just provide troops that you control, they have to join your wars in their own right.
Yes, I can't change yet. Because apparently I created it. Right, yes, well, I can't afford that yet. I need to find a way of getting more money. Which is what I wanted to be. My brother, my nice brother, who had very conveniently just won a lot of money in a crusade for some reason. Right.
Alright, so it takes a while. You can't just say armies come into existence anymore. They actually have to be organised and raised.
Yeah.
Now there are only 30 days left. Implacable liege.
This bit I might as well run at full speed because it's not very exciting. And probably do not want to. Who? Oh, you're Fatimid Sultanate. Right, let's be friends with you, or at least. Let's definitely not be enemies with you because I think that will often offend. Right, so where the hell am I going? I'm going to Hungary. Let's zoom out a little bit. Well, let's send my army over there and then try and work out where exactly. Thank you. What?
Right,
So
this
that
year's number theory examiner was examiner I, and the questions are 1 and 11. So you've got to write 1/II/11I to label the question.
I'm sure that went really well.
Yeah.
If you do point out, did you just become friends with the Caliph for his communication to the vile King Dara?
Yep, I did, because he's the Caliph of the Fatimids, and the Fatimids are big and scary, and my official position is.
Caliph of the Fatimid, it's a Doctor Who story.
Realm will lose land when vassals die, but given the rate at which you're acquiring vassals, this may not be a problem.
It's true. Yes.
you have not so much a kingdom as a kind of loose alliance. Of
Yeah,
everyone
well,
nearby.
I mean, my current policy here is, like, if people say they want to be my vassal, I'm going to, like, accept it, because
A sensible liege.
I don't have any better ideas, because I have no... Well, I know vaguely what I'm doing, but not the precise mechanics, because it's all got weird. I can vassalise some poor bugger.
He appears to be about 6.
I'm assuming that, like, you know, his... I'm not creating duchies. They are expensive, and I'm running a war, and that is very expensive. Right. Right. Where are we?
Your armies have to march all the way across this entire empire.
It's standing still. It didn't actually move. Useless buggers. Right. Let's go over here. Right. You are selected. Right. Good lord.
Is that automatically putting him on and off chicks as appropriate?
Yes. I don't quite understand the routing. When I say I don't quite understand the routing, I don't really understand the routing. I mean, obviously you can handcraft your routes, but these are difficult. I could do with some water or some squash.
Floating near gravity.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I've got a daughter. Okay. Right. Let's do that. Let's also go for go for a guardian before I forget. Mm. So, have you already got one prowess when you're like, oh right, because of the culture that we're in, which... Ooh, I'm losing some stress. Good, good, good. Right, there we are. Now I've just got to march across the Byzantine Empire towards whatever it was the poem was. Oh no, I'm going through some more sea. The problem is sea voyages are very expensive compared to marching over land. It's just that, you know, they're like quicker. Right. Okay, let's... In fact... Okay, if you want to go there, you want to go by sea. Okay, weird people. No, I'm not. Ooh. Nah, I'm not going to extend that. Right, so milk silver coins. What does that get me? Development growth 5%. I gain prestige. Debase the coinage with an expensive nickel. Right, 350 prestige.
What do you want?
Squash, please.
Can you rescue your glass?
Let's take it. Yes. Rather than marching through most of Syria, which is my territory, now we have to go round by sea. Right, which faction? Independence. You any good at anything? No.
The M&S ones I assume are still edible, and I should open them anyway.
Yeah.
Him as master of horsey. Yes, there's something a little unhappy about the graphics engine, but
Yeah, the mysterious black square. Oh, it's gone. Good.
yes. It usually goes away when you scroll the map or something and it sort of goes, oh yeah, I mean, I guess, but it's a bit random. Right, let's just check that you are in fact moving. Yes, you are. Right, now let's zoom in to find... right, so you're the thing with the wanton. You need to go over there. Where's that? Hook them. No, you're meant to be going there. Cute. Okay, who's controlling that? Oh gosh, he's good. Let's leave him to it. Okay, yes. No, Octopus. I've unlocked ordained rulership. That's my dynasty. Right, where are we? Me. That's my house. Where's my dynasty? Dynasty? Dynasty. Okay, right, I get extra monthly piety, that's what that means. Right. Unfortunately, I'm not currently head of the dynasty because... states. Right. Now we're into the war bit. So, sieges are now a little bit different. Tumultuous times, alternative, ridiculous management. I like dread, but I suspect I lose dread. Right, so anyway, sieges. It's still quite tedious. You get siege events every 20 days. The assault, you've got to breach the walls first. Unfortunately, I don't have any siege weapon things in my armoury, and I can't create things with that in, because I don't have enough money. That's the fort level. That's the number of soldiers in the garrison. And the attrition. Right, so my court grandeur is decreasing because I am spending less on my court grandeur in an attempt to not hemorrhage so much money, but I did decide to go to war because, I mean, you know, I could. And really I shouldn't have. So that's a new siege event in which some people are deserting, so obviously that's great. And that's saying what my supply loss is, and so on. And you have to control all the fortified holdings in a county in order to control it. Now, fortified holdings work a little bit differently now, but I haven't quite worked that out. But basically, not everywhere. So this is the province of Vas. Inside it, there are these 3 provinces that you can just see the highlight changing on. Only one of them's got a fortification in, as we can just about see when we zoom. Okay, right, well, I will not be threatened by the independence lot. Fine, I will rally the troops. I will pause, god damn it. Right, let's call some allies to war. Like can't declare wars right now. I'm already in a war, and when I've got troops raised. Yes, but I've got troops raised is the killer. Right, so what I want to do, right, you are probably at -10 because probably, yep, you control all your holdings, not for long. I am very shortly going to finish this siege, god damn it. No, I want to see the army. Standing still. So that's taken us up to 4% war score.
Are you free to get that?
So stupid thing. Where is the relevant duchy? Switch back to relevant of here. So zoom in. So we got to march over there.
Oh, this is complicated. Thank you.
What are you trying to do?
I'm doing the updating of the list of past paper things.
Right, new perk, new danger. Right, prisoners can be ransomed, absolutely, yes. Can't ransom yet. Can't ransom yet. Okay. going to run this a little bit faster. Ooh, it's 9 o'clock. Are we at the position where we should save and stoat and start watching our Space Means Death?
It's true.
Yes, so while I'm very slowly besieging things, in the military tab, I can create regiments here that will allow you to create regiments of siege weapons. So you can create mangonels and onagers. I don't quite know what an onager is, but I'm assuming it's a siege weapon of some sort. Excuse me, I'm just going to zoom out a bit.
Good. I thought an onager was a kind of donkey, and it is. It's
Right.
also an ancient military engine like a sling, which threw bags of stones from a rival wooden bucket. I know it's as a donkey-type creature, a wild horse.
So
Where Nag comes from.
is she? Oh right, yes, I want her to die, and then I can inherit Ireland. Right, so that's why I've gained a bunch of artifact claims. Right, fine, okay. Excuse me. Let's zoom back into my. Squeak at me when I should stop what our state means hamsters.
Well, now, because
Okay.
everyone's going to be ready, I sort of have to get
Right.
the subtitles working. Can I unplug it?
Yes. Well, you can see the thrilling saving screen. And I can go. Oops, where the hell